Hi everyone, and I welcome you back into my kitchen today. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my way and my recipe on how to do Sada Roti. Yes, I said it, my way and my recipe of making Sada Roti. So the ingredients we're going to be using today consist of 5 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour. We're also going to be using 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of Cookeen or Lard. We're also going to add a pinch of salt and warm water for kneading the flour. So we're going to combine our sugar, our baking powder, our Cookeen, and some salt and mix our flour together. So we're going to add our 2 tablespoons of baking powder, our 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. We're going to add a pinch of salt, and then we're going to add our Cookeen or Crisco or Lard. So we're just going to mix it all up like this. Make sure we get all of our ingredients well mixed. So we're going to make sure we have all of our ingredients well blended in together. And then you want to begin adding your water. Again, you want to use warm water to form a really nice, soft, but not stiff or too sticky dough. So we're just going to knead. And you add water accordingly. Again, we do not want a sticky or wetty dough. We just want a nice, soft, manageable dough. So guys, we're going to continue kneading our dough. While we're kneading our dough, you want to make sure you bring your dough in and press. In and press, in and press. As you can see, my dough is very manageable. This is how you want your dough to be. So I'm going to continue kneading my dough and we'll be back. So guys, this is the finished dough part to the Sada Roti. As you guys can see, my dough is very manageable. So I'm going to let my dough rise about 20 to 25 minutes and we'll be back. So guys, my dough has been soaking for 25 minutes now. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to section my dough out and I'm going to leave my dough to soak for another 15 minutes. While my dough is soaking for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to put my tawa, or should I say baking stone, on my stove on medium heat, making sure that it's hot enough for when it's time to roll our roti out. So guys, I'm going to begin boiling out my dough. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab my dough. I'm just going to roll it like this. I showed you guys this method on many occasions. It's very, very simple. Nice, perfect round dough. Grab. See? And again, we're just going to put it in the palm of our hand. We're going to go round and round. As you guys can see how manageable my dough is, the texture of the dough, that's what you want. So once your dough has the texture that it's supposed to have, you'll be able to manage your dough like this. So here we have it, 8 perfectly round size layers. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put my tawa on the stove on medium heat and allow this dough to continue to rest for 15 minutes. Now I know I did say tawa or baking stone. If you don't have a tawa, you can also use a frying pan or a pot. It works just as well. Tawa and baking stone is the same thing. It just goes by different names. But feel free to use a frying pan or a pot that has a nice flat surface for doing your roti if you don't have the tawa. Again, I'm going to leave this to soak for 15 minutes while my tawa is preheating. I will be back. Okay guys, so it's time to roll our dough out and get it onto a tawa. So I'm going to place my dough onto my flour board. I'm just going to dust it with some flour and stretch my dough out a little bit. At this time, your tawa should be already heated and ready for putting your roti on top of the tawa. So I'm just going to roll my dough out. Again, I always say your dough don't have to be perfectly round when rolling out. You just want to get a nice size roti. Now we're going to begin to put it onto our tawa. So this is what you want to get when you put your roti on the tawa. You see how it starts to bubbles? We're just going to make sure our roti cooks properly. So you want to leave it for about 1.5 minutes on each side, making sure that it cooks. So you want to make sure that your roti cooks evenly. So now I'm about to flip my roti. And you want to make sure your roti cooks. So as I said, about 1.5 minutes on each side. And here you have it. My first roti. Just making sure that the roti cooks, and I guarantee the roti is cooked. I don't have to put it over the fire for it to swell. It will still open easy. It's just perfect. So again, we're going to press our dough out. You want to make sure there's flour on your board so that your dough doesn't stick. You want to roll it up. You want to stretch your dough out like this. And then we're going to roll. So again, we go with our next roti. You want to make sure it cooks evenly. So 1.5 minutes on each side. And again, you guys, I placed another one onto the tawa. You want to make sure that your roti is fully cooking. So about right now, I'm about to flip my roti. And I'm going to leave it to continue to cook for about 1.5 minutes. Okay guys, here we have it, the final presentation to my Sada Roti recipe. I hope you guys try my recipe and let me know what you think. As you can tell, I cut my roti, I took my knife and I cut my roti into quarters. I also went ahead and opened one apart for you guys to see. I did not use a knife to cut my roti. It opens very easily, very easily. So I hope you guys enjoy the recipe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let me know what you think. Share the recipe and let me know. Thank you.